It was the text that did it. You're too trashy to attend my wedding. Stay away. Don't embarrass us. Not a slap. Not a scream. Just those few venom-laced words on a screen. I read them once. Twice. The letters bled into each other, not because I cried. I don't cry anymore. Not for people like her. I've learned tears are a luxury you reserve for something real. And Jenna? She was nothing but smoke dressed in silk. She sent that message after I paid for the catering, $8,450. 50% already wired. All on my card. My money. My kindness. My mistake. I thought I was doing something good, something meaningful. A gesture for family. For my wife. For peace. Full. But it wasn't even the insult that burned the most. Not the audacity of cutting me from the guest list without flinching. What really lit the fire was the way she used me, used my name, my connection. She played me to score a friends and family discount at the venue, a discount only my brother could approve. She had no idea the manager she schmoozed at the venue was my blood. She played a game she didn't know she was in. From the first day I met her, Jenna looked at me like I belonged beneath her designer heels. She smiled in photos, but behind the scenes, every word she spoke dripped with disdain. Not good enough. That's what her eyes always said. Not for her sister. Not for their world. But I swallowed it. For years. For my wife I stayed silent. Bit my tongue while she tossed poison in every direction. But betrayal, it doesn't shatter you. It sharpens you. Refines your edges. Makes you colder. Wiser. So I didn't shout. I didn't curse her out. That would have given her too much satisfaction. She wanted drama. A scene. Fireworks. I gave her silence. Stillness. And then I made my move. The security cameras at the venue? They recorded everything. Audio too. She didn't know. So when she strutted into the lobby, draped in her smugness, bragging to her bridesmaids about how she played the dumb brother-in-law, my brother was in the office, listening to every word. He's trash. I used his name. Got the discount. Idiot even paid for catering. You gotta know how to handle scum. Those were her exact words. My brother recorded it. Send me the file. I listened to it on repeat that night. Her voice oozing with malice, arrogance, ignorance. And it fueled me. 2 weeks before the wedding, I had the caterer cancel. The refund clause was airtight, but the deposit? Non-refundable. I told them to keep it. I wasn't after the money. I was after the fallout. Then I had my brother revoke the venue discount and terminate her contract. Fraudulent use of someone's name? Immediate grounds for cancellation. Policy is policy. An email hit her inbox at midnight. Her dream venue? Gone. Her $20,000 deposit? Forfeit. Her fairy tale? Cracked, crumbling. But I wasn't finished. The night before the wedding, now relocated to a cheap banquet hall that reeked of desperation, I sent out the audio file to every guest on her list. No commentary. No drama. Just one simple line. Since I'm too trashy to attend, I thought you all should hear what the bride thinks of her family. It spread like wildfire in a drought. I wasn't there when she arrived. I didn't need to be. Half the guests canceled. The rest showed up with cold stares and barely disguised whispers. My brother told me she had a breakdown. Screamed at the staff. Accused everyone. Even turned on her own fiancé. The caterer? Gone. The cake? Never delivered. The photos? Barely taken. The smiles? Painted over heartbreak and humiliation. She stood in that second-rate hall, foundation cracking, mascara bleeding into the creases of her forced smile. And I watched it all later, frame by frame, on security footage with a bowl of popcorn and the quiet contentment of a man who didn't have to raise his voice to win. I never needed to confront her. She built her own ruin. I just pulled back the curtain. But I did send one last message. Trash doesn't crash weddings, Jenna. It takes itself out. She never replied. She couldn't. Funny thing about revenge, people imagine fire, explosions, shouting. But real revenge? It's quiet. It's calculated. You let them dance thinking they've won. Then you pull the floor out from under their feet and watch them fall into the grave they dug for you. Now, she's a whisper behind hands. A punchline in her own story. No one talks about that wedding without shaking their head and smirking. And me? I sleep like a baby. They call it petty. I call it justice. And justice, when served cold, tastes like peace.